Yo, what's up, YouTube? What it do, man? Lately, everybody has been talking about the being the king of Chicano rap. I just did a video talking about Lil King, King Lil G, dissing pretty much anybody who he thought was a threat to him when it comes to being the king of Chicano rap. But everybody's leaving out four people in the conversation. To be honest, from the West Coast, I say the four hardest like rappers that are Hispanic are women. Snow the Product, Reverie, Gavlyn, and Vel 9 the Wonder. All four of them can spit. All four of them freestyle. You know, and all four of them are just like super dope. So I mean, let me just explain a little bit about each of them. Show love to each of them because I think those four need to be in the conversation for sure. Cause I don't know, man. I think they're dope. I think they're more lyrical than a lot of rappers out there. I think they can give pretty much any West Coast rapper a run for their money. So first and foremost, let's talk about Snow the Product. She's big. She sells out every single show. She does shows from the East to the West Coast, and I feel like out of all the West Coast Hispanic artists, she's the biggest one, hands down. Right now, I mean, it's pretty much her and like King Lil G might be up there, but I think she's bigger than him. I think she got a bigger fan base for sure. She's the only one that's been on the Breakfast Club. I haven't seen any. Burner. Burner's been on the Breakfast Club, so I mean, you can make an argument for Burner. But when it comes to like lyricism, when it comes to rapping in English and Spanish, when it comes to making hits, I say it's Snow the Product, man. And yo, she can out rap most people. I mean, she's super lyrical. She's like a female Big Pun, to be honest. So I think people need to put respect on her name. So shout outs to Snow the Product. And I know she got a tour coming out. It's gonna be lit. So I'm definitely gonna be out there May 4th, Houston. At the I don't know where it's at, but I know Cinco de Mayo is gonna be in San Antonio, and that show is gonna be dope too. So definitely check her out if she comes to your town or near your town. Next rapper I want to talk about is Reverie. Reverie's dope. She's been doing it for a while. She came up in the battle rap scene. That's how I first heard of her. I saw her in like this battle rap video, and then I saw her on Pocos Pero Locos. She had an interview on there, like before it went away. So Reverie, definitely, she's been doing it for a while. She's been dropping some dope tracks. She can spit too, and I mean, she's lyrical. Like I think she's doper than most rappers. Ain't too many rappers that are as dope as she is, and yo, she can spit with like the best of them, And then she collaborates a lot with Gavlyn. Gavlyn's dope too. I've seen her. I first heard of her when she did the interview with Snoop Dogg on Snoop Dogg's podcast. But Gavlyn can spit. She got some pretty cool rhymes, man. She got some cool songs. And she shows love to the other female rappers. She done the tracks with pretty much the other ones I've talked about. Yeah, definitely. I think Gavlyn is lyrical. She's dope. She's cool. Seems kind of crazy as hell, which I think is cool. I think it's fun. I think it's dope. And yeah, I really like her style. I like her music. And I think Gavlyn has definitely like represented well. And she kind of has like I'm not gonna lie, she has a little bit of an East Coast sound, but she's from the West Coast, so I think that makes her sound pretty dope. And yeah, like she can spit, and she's been doing it for a while too. And then the next rapper I'm gonna talk about is Vel 9 the Wonder. She also has like an East Coast vibe, but she's from the West Coast. She's from Baldwin Park, and yeah, like she's dope. She's done music videos, concerts in New York. I've been checking her on Instagram. She does like that underground hip hop, boom bap type of music, and she can spit. She's lyrical, and she kind of reminds me of like, oh man, like those like 90s era East Coast rappers. She kind of has like that vibe. Definitely, I think she's dope. I think like the music that she's doing is pretty hot, and definitely I think she should be in the conversation as well, just because her style is different and it's dope. Whenever you get a West Coast rapper and you put them on like East Coast sounding beats, for whatever reason, man, I always think it's dope. Like when the Game first came out, everybody thought he was an East Coast rapper by the way he sounded, but he had like these West Coast references, so you knew he was from the West. And same thing with with Vel 9, she got some dope tracks, and yeah, it's just dope, man. She can sing too. Like she got some songs where she's like the melody is just like it's cool, So definitely shouts to those 4 women. They're all pretty dope, and they're from different parts of LA and California. Like Snow the Product, she's from San Jose and San Diego, and then she lived out here in Texas for a while too. You know, Reverie, she's from like northeast side of LA. Gavlyn, she's like from the San Fernando Valley. Vel 9, Baldwin Park, and all 4 of them are like equally dope. They all can spit, and they're doing what a lot of the other Chicano rappers ain't doing right now, and that's like just making good music. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's because they're females. They feel like they don't have to overcompensate and act hard. Maybe that's why their music sounds a little better. But yeah, man, definitely like all 4 of them are dope. All 4 of them are lyrical, and they all 4 got their own style, you know. But you could tell they love hip hop. They love the music, and they just have like a really cool, dope attitude. So shouts to all 4 of them, and shouts to the other West Coast rappers. No diss to them. Cujo the Savage, he's pretty cool. He's dope. And pretty much just a lot of the other ones that are just out there putting it down. Bozo, he got some dope tracks, but I feel like he does a little too much on the internet. But he's dope, man. I like the Emiliano song. The Emiliano song was hard. And, of course, King Lil G, he got his songs that are dope. So the West Coast, I feel like the West Coast is really cool. They're coming out with some good music. And I feel like they're kind of getting away from, like, I guess, like the whack music that everybody was talking about. Like, a lot of it was whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had some, like, they had, like, some funny style back then. And a lot of people were clowning on them, But I think they're coming back to, like, that lyricism. They're coming back to, like, that music. They just got to mix in a little bit of that G-Funk, a little bit of that hyphy, a little bit of that mob music, and I think it's going to be dope, for, like, the other West Coast rappers. So shouts to everybody out there that's doing music. And even if your music's whack, man, shouts to you, because it takes guts to put your music out there in the first place. So even if your music ain't all that, shout outs to you too, But yeah, man, definitely. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think is the hottest rapper from the West Coast. Chicano rapper, Latino rapper, for the West Coast. And whoever's representing right, putting it down. Who do y'all like? Let me know in the comments. And later.